The myth of the giant fish was well known throughout the valley in Stardew. Many have tried and all have failed. Reeling in the monster was impossible. Whether it was a snapped line, a snapped rod, or a snapped will. None have claimed victory over the fish. But now it was my turn. Would my ego get the best of me? Would I live to tell the tale or be consumed by my fishing obsession? Could I emerge victorious, redeeming the town from the shadow of the beast? I was about to find out, and so are you. I'm not going to lie, my first day in Stardew Valley, I didn't even go near the water's edge, for the fear of failure lurked everywhere I went. Being the newcomer is always difficult, but this was especially challenging for my naive mind. It wasn't until the second day that I found the courage to go to the beach, meet with the local fisher supplier Willie, obtain my rod, and try my luck at the mountain lake. My heart pounding, I cast my line into the water, knowing that at any second the monster could grab it. I felt a tug. Boy, this was a big one. I struggled a little bit, but after a while, I caught my stride and caught the fish. The fish, a little underwhelming, was just a small little sunfish. No doubt, it wasn't the monster that I was looking for, but it was a start. I decided to stay near the water's edge and fish until I couldn't fish anymore. I was afraid that if I left my fishing spot now, that I wouldn't be able to return. The next day meant rain, storm clouds up above, and a storm brewing inside my heart. The day before, most of the stuff that I caught, chubs, carp, bullheads, to be honest, weren't all that challenging for me. But I did manage to pull in some good quality bass. I was really happy about those. But today needed to be different. I was looking for the monster after all. It was time to fish in a different spot. It was time to try my luck in the Cindersap Forest. I headed south and began throwing out my line in hopes of something big. The first tug on my line felt different than any of the other fish that I had caught before. At first bite, it felt gentle, but then things started to heat up, and I really thought I could lose this one. I was really hoping that this one might be the monster. Keep fighting, keep fighting, keep fighting. Those are the words I uttered to myself. It was all I could do to keep myself in the game. I thought for sure I was going to lose this catch. Eventually, I pushed through and landed a catfish. I was crushed. This was the most challenging fish I had landed, and I almost lost it. How was I going to be able to catch a fish that was notorious for crushing men's spirits if I could barely even pull in a catfish? It was time to meet with Willie and get some advice. He told me that I'd need a better rod and that I had no idea what I was doing. Embarrassed and ashamed, his words resonated deep in my heart. I was nowhere ready to face off with the beast. I would have to spend hour after waking hour fishing until I knew each bite pattern and each fishing spot in town. I purchased a new rod and bait and left like a dog with its tail between its legs. I knew what I'd have to do and that it just might drive me mad. And so the challenge began. I would spend every waking moment I could fishing and gaining all the experience I would need to conquer the beast. I would fish in the rain. I would fish in the sun. I would dream about fish, and all my energy was put into fishing. I could feel my fishing experience gaining each and every day. And my social life? Well, let's just say people thought I was insane. I hardly talked to anyone as they all felt like a distraction from my real task. The only problem I faced was that all of this hard work was starting to get to me. Alone with my thoughts, it had been such a long time since I interacted with anyone, and I was starting to go crazy. Is this what they meant when they said that the fish would break people? Maybe I had gone over the top. Maybe I had gone too far. Maybe this fish would prove to be too much. Was the fish even real? Day after day, fishing, I hadn't even seen any sign that it's real. I began to doubt myself. All of my responsibilities were left to the side. Not even showering was in my deck of cards. No doubt, a lingering stench followed me wherever I went. I decided that maybe I had gone too far and that I would only fish one more day. One more day to prove my sanity. It would either be the best or worst day of my life. Would I succeed or fail? This moment might decide my destiny for the rest of my life. A rainy day, the best kind of day for fishing. Legend says that the fish had only been seen up at the mountain lake, so I headed up there. There was only one more day of fishing left, as I had learned all that I could learn about fishing. Armed with my newly upgraded fishing rod, I headed over to the big log over to the east. I threw my line in and had a bite. Just another lousy carp. I threw in my line a second time. Got another bite. This one was bigger. A different kind of fish for sure. Dang, it was just a bass. Definitely not what I was looking for. Third cast. A bass again. Got another bite. Another carp. Things were not going well. I had done the work, learned all I could, had the best gear, and seemed to be fishing in the best spot. But this fish was different. Oh, mama. Oh. No. Oh. Come on. The legendary fish. This is the fish I had been looking for. Come on. The fish seemed impossible. Oh my gosh, this fish. Oh, please. Oh, no. I almost had it there. Oh! Yeah! All right. Legendary fish, baby. After 17 days of fishing day and night, I had finally landed the beast. The fish gave me the fight of its life, but I prevailed. Finally, the town could rest. No more shrouded by the menacing fish, I would no doubt become just as legendary as the fish I held in my hands. But one thing, who would believe my story? I needed proof. I could kill the creature, yes, but that would be a shame. Instead, I decided to put the animal on display in my home. I purchased an aquarium and placed the animal inside. If there were ever any naysayers, I could quickly put their doubts to rest. And rest is exactly what I would do. It was time to go back to the peaceful farmer's life and end my story here. Thank you for joining me in today's adventure. If you like this story, then watch some of my future videos where I go on some amazing quests and adventures.